What's up, guys? Once again, Phillip here, and you know how I like to show you the best of Milwaukee tools. So today, I'm bringing to you guys finally the Packout brushless wet dry vac, M18 of course. But they also make an M12 version, which we will do a review about that later on. But today it's about the M18 Packout brushless wet dry vac. Retails for about $199. It's pretty well expected. I pretty much guessed that right around that price point because it's Packout. It's usually always seems about a little bit higher. You get some nice features with this vacuum, not just because it's brushless. You get it's Packout ready, so it will mount on your Packout stuff. In the box, when you pull this out, you will get your comes with a 6-foot long hose, which is 1.25 inch diameter. And then you get a couple of attachments with it. And kind of still not impressed with the attachments. They give you a crevice tool, and then they give you a reducer so you can hook it up to other stuff. But where's the brush? The brushless didn't get a brush. It's a brushless vac. That's a little jokey. But anyways, it will take up to a 12.0 battery. Now, inside this unit, it doesn't look like too much. I don't know if you can see this, but almost looks like that there isn't enough room for any other battery size bigger. So that leads me to believe that this is going to be it's only going to be able to go up to a 12.0 battery for future use. That's okay, because this thing is pretty sweet. It has a high and a low button. Let's put this back on here. It has a high and a low button that is right here, high and a low. And at first, I wasn't very happy with the hose placement. If you look in my other video of Milwaukee's last model of their wet dry vac, they put the hose inside. I was kind of like, what the heck? Why did they put the hose on the outside? But I fully understand because it's Packout, and it took me a couple minutes to realize that you have to have the hose on the outside if it's Packout, because you're going to be pulling this thing off. Every time you go to use it, you're going to be pulling the lid and all your Packout stuff on top of it just to get to the hose. I quickly got over that and moved on about it. I've noticed that sometimes with this hose, it can get caught up in when I'm trying to open up the top, sometimes the hose gets caught in the latches. And frankly, I'm not very impressed with the latches. They just seemed really, really flimsy. They don't seem like a Packout latch. I know it's just for the lid, but even the lid is flimsy. It's made out of the same Packout plastic, but it just seems like it's very flimsy. I can easily bend this, and if you put heavy stuff on top, I just don't feel like it would take the weight. And so I would always want to keep this on top if you can. They give you a filter with it. So we'll open this up, set this off to the side, and you get your filter right there. I've been using it. You got to test this stuff out. But they don't give you the foam wet filter. So that's one other thing you have to buy. They have an option with you can buy a little screen that, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little screen that can go over the intake so it can catch the light dust particles, kind of like drywall dust. And so it doesn't go out the exhaust when you start filling up the vac. So it has a little sleeve that you can buy. It's kind of like a little fleece sleeve that can go over the intake and kind of filter a little bit more of the fine dust particles. Why didn't they give it to you is beyond me, because you spend $200 on a vacuum. Give a little, you give the little options of, the wet filter, and you have an extra screen for fine dust particles, throw it all in there. If you want us to use it, throw it all in there. It kind of seems like they're greedy. They want you to buy more, but it's not that expensive more for just to throw just a little fleece sleeve in there for the fine dust particles and a filter for the wet vac part. I'm just saying, that's just me. Let me know in the comments below if you totally agree with me on that. You're spending that much money, I think you should be able to get a little bit more stuff. Not too impressed with the, just get your standard crevice tool and floor attach, like little floor attachment here. But all in all, I'm still quite impressed with this vacuum because it's 50 CFMs, first of all, which is pretty good for the standard size vac, and it has a lift capacity of wet at about 47 inches roughly. My favorite is this high and low, because we get it on high, it'll be about 80 decibels, 84-ish, maybe 87, whatever. But low is really nice because it still picks up quite a bit of debris on high and quite a debris on low. I was very impressed on low. So let's pick up some of this debris. We'll have it on high first, and I'm going to switch to low on some of the bigger particles, and let's see what it picks up. See, it's pretty impressive already. When you kick it on low, it will rev up, and then all of a sudden, give it about a second, and it will go down to the lower speed. And you can click high to low. It doesn't matter. You don't have to shut it off. You can go straight to low. So let's go from high and go straight to low. That was pathetic. Let's actually do it. Let's go from high to low. See how it revved up and then kicked down? But look at the, it's picking up the material pretty well on low. I'm very impressed with that. It just leaves the little bitty screws, and if you take this off, you're gonna get a higher suction anyways. So you could, boom, pick up a screw. You know, that's on low. You know, this is great for when just picking up the little stuff. And when you have it on low, your runtime is gonna greatly increase on the battery life on this. I think for an 8.0 battery, you're gonna get probably about 30 minutes on high and up to about 50 minutes on low. So that is amazing with an 8.0 battery. You know, all in all, this is a really nice setup. I am very happy with it. Now, would I go, if I wasn't in the business and I had an M18 wet dry vac already, the cordless one, would I go out and buy a Packout right away? No, probably not. And I'm gonna do a review on, not a review, but I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna put the Milwaukee M18 vacs head to head, kind of go through all the different tests and see how much more this one is better than the other two generations, and if it's even worth buying a new vacuum or just keeping a lookout for the old vacuums if you're looking just for a wet dry vac. But all in all, it's a very good tool. Highly suggest looking into it if it's something that you're thinking about getting. If this video brought any value to you, hit the like button down below. Comment if you have any questions about it. I'm Phillip Bridges. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and do so. And be on the lookout for the next video of when I put the 3 vacuums head to head. And if you haven't seen my other vacuum of the Generation 2, it's up there. Put a link. See you guys later, and have a good one. Peace.